Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome back to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I play the Delta Green role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The scenario is Puppet Shows and Shadow Plays. It was written by Adam Scott Glancy, and it's from the original Delta Green rulebook. Our handler is Holly Buteau, and this is episode 3. Our recap will be given by Matthew Sanderson as his character, the FBI agent Thom. So, without any further delays, let's continue our journey into the darkness. Matt?
Right, thank you very much, Thom. Okay, how does this bloody dictaphone thing work again? Here we go, the record button. Click. Right, we've got folks going missing on Fridays all along a stretch of highway that runs through a reservation area in Arizona. One Friday, though, no one had been reported, so I hit on the idea that maybe there was someone that had been miscategorized and not thought of as missing, such as something really weird happened there on my audio. I'm not sure what happened there. Such as running out on their bill or a cheap motel. That lead got us a suspect, Nathaniel Abert, in his room, a Houston PD badge. Obviously a fake, though, since when of Houston had a police department, for God's sake. The name on that was Braverman. Apparently talking to himself when he checked in, so he's crazy. We have one eyewitness who says that there was apparently some Native American individual going around with a bug-like mouth trying to eat the baby in the family that went missing. The whole thing that got us involved. The baby, that is, not the bug thing. We only just found that out. However, our witness, now stashed in a safe house, claims to have been told to shut up and forget everything by the FBI as well. All because he said, "I shot him 2 times!" He should have taken 4 more shots at the guy, and then he could just say he was quoting Dr. Loomis. That brings us to our new red shirt, Adams. It looks like he's been thrown in at the deep end, and it's not our fault this time. At least, I don't think it is. Some spook back in Washington calling himself Agent Tran has been threatening him. Well, he might as well just have said, "I know where your kids play." We gave him a cake to try and ease the stress. Well, it eased a bit for us, those of us who ate it anyway. Adams did some digging around into this Braverman guy and found a connection to a cannibal killer in New Orleans. Maybe some parasite jumped from the cannibal to Braverman, forced him to come out here when his activities became too noticeable in Houston, and now he's jumped to some local on the reservation. We've got a whole load of leads, a highway to hit, and I'm wielding 2 huge cans of Raid and a bunch full of guns. Hit it. Okay, now how do you stop this bloody... Fuck, who the hell said you had to push the play button with this bloody thing as well with a record? Fuck it, I'm not going through all that again. We're going on a bug hunt. Done. Why don't any of us know how to use a flamethrower, damn it?
Thank you very much, Agent Throne. If, as I recall, at the end of our last session, the idea is to currently drive up and down Highway 70 in the hopes of catching our perpetrator this evening. Is that still correct?
Yes.
Okay. Are you all traveling in one vehicle? Because I think there was a little debate on that.
I suggest 1 because I'd rather we have 5 versus 1 rather than 2 or 3 versus 1 for the unlucky sod that does come across this thing.
Fair.
Okay.
Yeah, fine by me.
Yeah, no
And
argument
everybody
here.
is going along?
How quickly can we travel back and forth on the road? Is it
The stretch of interstate that covers the entire reservation is about 45 miles long.
so 45 miles an hour? If we drive around 90, we can do it in a half an hour.
Well,
Yeah.
You're just going fast.
Well,
on
it's
that road,
also
aren't you?
it's out in the Indian reservation, so there's probably not a speed limit, and there's probably not a lot of traffic either in the middle of the night. So
So is our hope that we're gonna basically just catch him in the act?
yeah,
Okay.
catch him.
I
Catch 'em
would
doing
also like to have one of those portable police lights we can just put on top of our car, just so we have a way of just, we have a reason to be here.
Cool.
Who's driving?
Bag's eye, not me.
It's my drive's average.
I'll drive then.
Ooh, you're the guy who
Drives,
needs
take
to
the-
hop
take
out of the
easy.
car, and
And that's true. So someone else got to drive.
I'll drive.
Okay.
Not at
When do you
90.
when do you start this back and forth patrol?
As soon as we get our stuff from the green box, really.
Yes, I
Well,
didn't I didn't know.
time-
You said middle of the night. I didn't know if we were doing sundown. I just wanted like an idea.
What time do
Probably
we
sundown.
think here? Yeah, all the way from sundown, do you think? You think he strikes in the middle of the night?
If
like
it's some
midnight?
kind of nocturnal creature, we want to just have our bases covered.
Okay.
I mean, is this a busy road? Because that seems to be the key, right? Is it's gonna snag somebody when it won't be seen. That's the most
Yeah.
like what it's trying to do. It's picking up
Because
the
it's
herd.
smart. You're
Yeah.
right.
Well, yeah, it's really hard to tell. I imagine some of these roads the truckers use to bypass
It
the
is a
main
trucker
highway.
road. It's
Yeah.
the only road that really takes you straight through the reservation.
So 3
instead of, like,
o'clock in the
branching.
morning, it could be packed with trucks.
Well, actually, maybe now that I think about it, if it's smart, then maybe it won't decide to hit a car with 5 people in it. Maybe we should stagger it, have 2 cars, one
We'll
with
just hunker down.
one person.
Let's just hunker down.
Oh, like duck so they can't see us?
Yeah, just
little
lean back in our
uncomfortable, but-
chairs, make it
All right.
make it so that the driver and the person next to him is all.
Yeah, we'll get a little blanket and put it over us.
There you go.
Drive
Okay.
casual.
Alternatively, we could drive around and act like we're tourists
Yeah,
and
that's
hope that
probably
he notices us.
yeah, that's not a bad idea just in general, but just so we're clear, what kind of car are we in? Like, did we get an SUV? Because we've
I'd
got
like an
5
SUV.
people. Okay.
Let's get an SUV.
Yeah, get a rental
Yeah.
SUV. I'm gonna sit in back with all the stuff that I bought because I'm gonna try and put together a fake hypo thingy so we can claim it was some crazy person stabbing people instead.
Yeah, I could be crouched back in the cargo area, trunk area. Just to make it seem like there's less people in the car.
Maybe the windows are just dark. You can't see in them.
Oh, that's true. But still, I'll be in the trunk.
If our combat guy's going in the trunk, I'll go in the passenger seat just to take the wheel in case something happens to our driver.
All right. And I'll pick up some stuff from the green box then. Do you want to know exactly what we're getting?
Sure. Yes. What are you getting?
All right. So how many submachine guns did I end up making? Because I gave one to Throne and I have one myself.
I will say with the amount of time you had to is probably
Okay. Great. So we'll be armed with those. I hacksawed a double barrel. So does anyone want that? That's easily concealable.
Sure. I'll strap that to my side.
Yeah, that's good. And then there's like a 30-06 rifle. I can also hacksaw it. It'll be meant for close range.
Close encounters.
If I take Blake's gun, then I can be the literal shotgun, but I can just take that one.
Okay, so you have a sawed-off bolt-action rifle.
Yeah.
There you go.
Agent
right.
Adams. Is there anything that you would like to report to Agent Tran this evening?
I think I will report something to Tran.
Okay.
Yeah, I just to make sure that I don't have any discussion in the background, so it sounds like I'm not obviously sabotaging it. I'll make the
Mhm.
call alone, but I only give them details to make it seem like we're very early on in the investigation.
Okay. I'd like to role play that out if possible.
Okay.
So,
Um,
Agent Adams, you give Agent Tran a call. Agent Adams, good to hear from you. How is your investigation going?
Not well, unfortunately. It seems that most of what we've found has been dead ends, except for a couple of We have a couple of prostitutes as our next leads, and a couple of drug dealers, and that's it.
You didn't know further information about who this guy could have been?
We suspect it might be someone from the we suspect it might be someone from the native population.
I see. I'd like for you to make a social roll. I'm thinking, is persuade the only social roll?
There's also charisma ×5 that it sometimes asks for.
Now let's go ahead and make a persuade roll. You're not giving him the entire truth, but you are giving him some of the truth.
85 over 70.
I see, Agent Adams. Well, we will talk again in the morning about any further developments that you've made. He does not sound convinced, but he hangs up on you. So you all take to driving a long stretch of Highway 70. With Agent Tao in the trunk, which doesn't want the trunk, the like hatchback area, which doesn't allow for very much watching of the road, and Agent Talus driving 90 miles an hour and trying not to, trying to be a safe driver. I would like for Terminus and Throne and Agent Adams to make search rolls for me.
Hey, the dice like me. 20 under 50.
Good.
93 over 50.
93. All right. And
I got you beat 98.
ooh.
I'm working on this contraption with all the needles, trying not to get stabbed.
So this stretch of 70 that goes through San Carlos is mildly busy. You pass a lot of truck stops. You pass a lot of scenic view stops where people can pull over and take pictures of the beautiful desert. You pass a lot of farms and just nothingness. The mountains kind of provide a beautiful backdrop view. Around, you're doing this for a while. Around 10 o'clock or so in the evening, Throne, you spot something that you are very sure you had not seen in the last pass through here. There is a car in a ditch at the front of the driveway that leads into a very large ranch.
As we're approaching it, I'll tap Talus, our driver, on the shoulder. Like,
I see it.
Ditch over there.
I'll pull over up to it, and we'll say out loud, we think we got something. So I'll pull up safely up to it and hit the button to unlock everything so everybody can hop out.
Jeez.
With
by a
automatic
house?
in hand.
So
Are
yeah,
you
it's
sure
a
this
ranch,
is
but this
suspicious?
is a very long driveway. This is a very large farm.
It wasn't in the ditch earlier.
Okay. So the fact that it's in the ditch means that something happened here. Is there any signs of blood near the car?
You can make I won't make a circle for this. It does not look like it. The driver's side door is open. The back passenger side door is open. It has Texas plates. It's a sedan.
Yeah, at this point, this is good reason enough to suspect that something horrible has happened. So I guess the guns are out.
Okay.
Move up tactically.
What would you like to do?
Something might be in the car that we don't see.
Yeah, let's clear the car first. We got flashlights, so I will flick that on and point it at the car. And I've got my gun aimed at the car as well.
The car is completely abandoned, and it looks like it was abandoned in a hurry. It looks like there was a bit of a struggle in the back seat, and I would like is anyone not looking in the vehicles? Anyone like looking at the scene itself or anything like
Yeah,
that?
it's probably tracks.
And around to make sure there's nothing coming to ambush us while the others are looking at the car.
All right.
Determine the state of the
Anyone
car,
who's not
right?
like looking at the car itself
Yeah.
can make search rolls. Tal, you get closer to the vehicle. It does not look like there's anyone in it. As you come around the backside, you get the faint whiff of dead body from the trunk.
40 under 50 from me.
Throne, you can kind of piece together looking at the tracks here. You can kind of see where the car wiped out into the ditch, and you also see fresh, like you see more tire tracks that leave this area. Like they leave past the driveway and the ranch itself.
Okay, so there was another car here.
Yes.
I will point out is our exit vehicle.
Which way does it look like the tracks go?
It looks like they go west along the interstate or the highway.
Oh, okay, so it's back on the interstate.
Yes.
So we were too late.
Well, unless we want to turn around and start chasing every vehicle that's heading in that direction and look for the one that's got Texas plates. Unless this is the Texas vehicle. Because you think you said it had Texas plates.
Yeah, this
Does it
one has
match?
Texas
Yeah,
plates.
you have a description of the vehicle. This is the vehicle.
So it's jumped
This
to
is
someone else.
Braverman's vehicle.
I
Gotcha.
will grab the tire iron from the back of our vehicle and use it to pop open the trunk of the Texas vehicle by wedging it in.
Okay.
Yeah. And while he does that, I'm going to aim at the trunk.
Okay. A pretty strong smell hits once you actually lift the trunk, and there is a lumpy trash bag that has been placed in the trunk.
Poke it.
It doesn't
Poke
move.
Okay.
I'll use
It's
the
soft
sharp.
and
I'll use the
squishy.
sharp end of the tire iron to sort of rip it open a little.
Okay. Inside, you can see the very decayed face of Kenneth Braverman's body. If you're not adapted to violence, I would like for you to make a sanity check. It has clearly been here for a while.
What's the success and loss?
No, 0-1.
Okay.
So just small. You've seen a few things.
It's Braverman.
Terminus's body, does it look hollowed out?
Oh,
He's back.
sorry.
In the car.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
he's in
back
the
in the
car.
car. If you give me the wave, I'll head
Yeah, we'll
over
give you the
and
wave.
kind of take a look at it. Yeah.
He's the mortician here.
Yeah. All right. Let me pop it open and just, question. We know it's him. Do we really care? Like, do we care about what killed him? We can take him apart later. I don't mind. But right now, shouldn't we go check on this family? Because it looks like if what I'm seeing here, he swapped bodies and vehicles. So if there's nobody at this ranch, I'm guessing that's, where he got the body.
I guess I would go in the.
I thought the tire tracks were leading away after the confrontation.
Yeah,
Not
they
to the
were.
ranch.
They head
Well-
west on the highway.
I guess, did he pull someone over based on the tracks, or did he intercept someone on the driveway?
The tracks are coming up the driveway and then they leave.
Right.
I'll just go in the ranch right now because I don't think it's a particularly good lead anyway. And I think that I just want to ask if anybody's seen anything.
Okay.
If there's no one there, get a picture of the family.
Yeah, get the details, put out an APB on anyone that's on any vehicle registered to them.
Nobody answers when you knock on the door.
I think I heard a
Um,
scream. Kick the door in.
Can I go around back?
Sure.
Is it also locked?
I didn't say it was locked. I just didn't know what the answer.
Oh,
You're also on a giant farm. This is a lot of farmland. If you try the knob, it'll give.
okay.
People don't necessarily not lock their doors around here. It's a very large sheep ranch. You can hear the gentle baaing of sheep in groups here and there.
While they're looking through the scene, I'll just look through the house.
Okay. I would like. Well, I will get back to you. Let's go back to the car. Terminus, are you looking at the body in any kind of detail, or are you just?
Well, sure. Yeah, I might as well. All right.
Everything we can find out is
Yeah.
going to give us some information on.
Sure. Yeah, let's pack this up. Do we have the car keys? Did you see if there's like, can we move this off the side of the road? Because I really
Somebody,
don't.
yeah, they just left the keys in the.
Yeah, that's great. Let's move this up the drive a little bit or something, and then we can worry about it. Because I don't want to do this right here, you know.
Yeah, I'll drive the car up the driveway.
Just for clarification, I think I might have misunderstood something. Does it look like this is Braverman's vehicle? Yes. Okay. So Braverman came here, and maybe the family came up their drive heading towards the interstate, and he intercepted them and then drove off with their car.
Yep. That's my understanding.
Okay. So the family is probably, we'll see.
At least one of them for sure. Yeah.
Terminus, would you like to make a medicine roll to
yeah,
examine his body?
Now that we're off to the side at 25 under something. It's probably higher than that. 60. Yes.
Okay. Very notably, and anyone could have noticed this, the body of Kenneth Braverman has a very large gouge across its abdomen, as if it is disemboweled itself. And you can tell that from the angles and everything else. It looks like Braverman did it to himself.
Yep, self-inflicted.
His body is largely bloodless. Parts of his body have been consumed. This body has been the state of decomposition suggests to you that he died several weeks ago and has just been sitting in the back seat, the trunk of this car for weeks.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
like-
I'll let him know, and that matches up with the July time frame we're looking at, right? Is when he swapped bodies on the 25th. Oh
Right.
boy. Yeah.
Bad case of a stomach bug.
Oh boy. Yeah, I think we need to get rid of this.
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
Is Adams back? Well, I mean,
Oh yeah, he needs to know. He needs to
Okay.
see this.
Yeah, we'll transition briefly back to Adams. So you go into the home. I'd like for you to make a search roll.
A 1.
Very good. Okay, so there are a couple of things that you notice. You find photographs of a family here, a man and a woman who appear to be in their 40s, and 2 boys who look to be about 10 and 12. The home is calm and undisturbed. It seems like just a quiet night. But as you walk through the home, you find the bodies of the husband and the wife at the table. There are glasses of wine sitting at the table. There's a meal, but they have been slaughtered. It looks like they have been cannibalized and consumed. Parts of them have been consumed anyway. It is a pretty disturbing scene. I don't think you saw the body of the little baby, so I would like for you to make a sanity roll.
18 under something.
Just 18. That's passive. Just 1 then. You wander the rest of the house. You cannot find the children. They are not here.
All right. Before I go into any more of a detailed investigation, I'll go back out and report what I've seen.
Okay. I would also like to note with your one, there are tracks that lead into the home, and this someone tracked in a decent amount of mud and dirt, and the dirt you've seen around here is that like that reddish color. This is not that color. It is clearly a different type of dirt. But yes, so you go out and you find your fellow agents gathered around the vehicle.
You're going to want to look at this.
As I'm looking at this, I explain what I saw inside.
All right, I'll be back. I gotta go get a couple syringes real quick. I think I need to do something for this. I don't know that we'll have time to clean it up if you're saying there's kids missing.
It seems that way.
Well, we need to get on the road and catch him then, like right quick, because yeah, he's just collecting food snacks, I guess. Yeah, I'll be back, and he's going back to the car to get some syringes because he's going into the husband and wife, and he wants to break off a syringe in each of them, like fill it with a little blood and break it so it looks like they were injected perhaps with an actual syringe.
Okay. As you're in the house, Terminus, the phone rings, and I'm assuming you don't answer it, but then it rings again, and it rings again. Those of you standing outside, you're gathered around the truck, and you can hear, give me just a second, someone walking up, and like you can hear them way out. They're not surprising you. Give me just a second, because you hear the voice of a man. Hey, Vic, y'all okay? Vic.
Oh boy.
I will walk up to whoever this person is, if I can find them.
Oh yeah, I mean they're like he's kind of walking down the driveway. He's on foot. You know, there's just a older guy. Looks like he's from the area. Sorry, you know Vic and Cheryl?
I'm sorry. They this is a police investigation, and I can't be giving any more details at this time.
Are they okay? You know, I heard a commotion a while ago.
That's what's being investigated.
Tried to call. No one's been answering the phone. I didn't really want to bother them so late, but
I understand.
I'm just right over there. He's right over there. He's pointing to the neighboring range.
I can take your phone number down if you want.
Okay, yeah. John Rope, that's my name. Here's my number.
We'll let you know if we need your help.
Okay. All right.
Yes, sir.
This concern, you know. Yeah. What? Yeah.
Before you go, I just wanted to did you happen to know anything more about this commotion, as you call it?
No, just there was, you know, some shouting. Hey, I try not to get into people's business, you know, if there's, you know, marital troubles or whatever. But then I heard a bit of a crashing and a car, you know, peeling out. And Vic and I, we go way back. So I thought I'd give everyone a chance to keep a cool head, and then I'd give him a call and see if everything was all right. And he hasn't been answering the phone. So I started to get a little worried. Came over here.
Well, I have your number in case I have any more questions. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. I'm just right over there if you need anything. He looks at you oddly, like this is. You can tell he thinks this whole thing is very strange.
What was your name?
John Rope.
John Rowe.
Hey, he leaves. He leaves the scene. You ask him to leave. He leaves.
I walk over to the fellow agents and I say, that was a neighbor by the name of John Rope. Here's the number. He says he heard a car peel out.
Yeah, so they're gone. Also, what do you think of the hollowed out man in the trunk? You believe us now?
I honestly, that looks pretty awful.
Yeah, well, how do you want to deal with it? We can either deal with it the legal way, or we can just make it disappear.
Look, I'm not getting in the way of your agency.
That's tacit approval for door number 2.
All right. I guess I'll do my job then and make the body disappear by cutting it up, grinding it up, scattering it to the wind.
To do.
Terminus walks
That'll take
up
you
at that
some
point.
time.
Okay, hold up. What are we doing?
I mean, if the guy's already gone,
The thing is that it's just a dead body.
Right.
It's a dead body with its abdomen cut open, which is
Right, it's
going
been
to be
mutilated.
a murder.
But it's nothing more than what the police already know about the baby. And
So, yeah, that's why I
I'm
asked if we wanted to just note this officially.
or just leave it.
I'm
Somebody else
confused.
found
What so far, what we've seen, the only thing that's leading this back to weirdness is the damn neurotoxin thing, right? Everything
Right.
else is totally normal of a psychopath. They know somebody from Texas is blowing up people. You know, there's something with that. We need to not make it look like these bodies are special. So
Yeah, then we call
Braverman
it in.
gets found.
Yeah,
Sure, I
no,
don't care.
yeah,
We
call
can
it
do
in.
that
Call it in.
later. Why are we doing this now? There are 2 kids. There is mud on the floor. We need to get going. Someone's family is this whole family's about to die. I don't know why we're standing around talking about that. Where's that guy?
Where
What
Where
does
are
he
we gonna
know?
go?
Yeah. Well, did you ask him where the mud came from? Unless any of you are mud experts.
I
'Cause
doubt
this doesn't
John
look
Rope
like the
is
mud.
a mud expert.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does he live here? Does he farm here? Then yeah, he's probably a mud expert. Good grief. Investigate. Don't
You
just
witnessed-
think about blowing up bodies. We can get rid of bodies, no problem.
We
That's
can-
fine.
We can take some of the dirt samples and see if we can
Yeah,
analyze them.
There is no time for this. There is a family.
But,
There are
but you're
kids.
you're suggesting that a man can look down at dirt and go, "Oh yeah, that comes from
Yeah.
somewhere."
Oh, okay. Maybe you've been in the big city for too long, but these are farmers. They know mud.
Okay. Let's go get that farmer then. Let's just drive over to his house.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was his name?
John Rope.
On road.
Rope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool.
You drive on over to John Rope's neighboring ranch. And he greets you all very friendly. Like, is there anything I can help you with?
Well, you can help us with this investigation. You live around these parts for a long time.
All my life. And he does look like maybe he's in his 60s or so.
Okay. Well, could you tell us where this mud is from?
Little baggy of mud.
Like, where'd you find that?
Oh, we think the fella that kidnapped those kids took it. So it's kind of important you tell us real fast now.
But wait, are you what?
Yeah, it's an investigation. You think we're out here at night having fun? There are 2 missing kids. Let's go, buddy.
You're talking about the Begay kids?
Yeah.
He's gesturing at the ranch.
On with it.
Shit. Okay. God, I love those kids. I watched them grow up.
Well, if you want to continue to do so.
Okay. Relax. Let me look at the blood. Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. So as you know, you folks don't look like you're from around here. A lot of the dirt and stuff around here is red, but we have there's a pretty big cave system in the mountains around here. You can find, dirt like this there a bit,
Are there any nearby caves or?
Oh yeah.
Any west of us?
Mountain ranges.
Any west of us?
Well, yeah.
Not
Like
to the
there's,
east.
yeah. I know of it. I don't know where it is. It's a bit of a religiously significant cave. So
Oh, boy.
us common people, we don't go out there very much. Our local shamans and stuff, they go there a couple times a year. So we stay away. I don't know where it is. If you want it, you're what, with the police? Sheriff could probably tell you. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right. Let's head on back to the police and see if they know where these sacred caves are with shamans, you said?
Yeah. I local religious leaders. It's
Of course. I think there was a lot of religions that believe caves lead to the underworld. I don't know what the Native American religions like, but a cave would be a good place for a murdering monster to hide.
All right, after
Wait, are Vic and Cheryl okay though? You said their boys are missing.
The investigation's not over with yet.
It's not an answer. Okay.
I think that's enough answer to let them know that they're dead.
Yeah. He does. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if we are going to call the sheriff, we should let him know about the bodies that we found and that we can't stay because we need to save these kids. I think that's good enough for him.
Yeah.
And the police will be all wrapped up with the stuff that happened at the farmhouse, so we don't have to worry about them coming to the cave.
Hey, yeah, if we're doing that, I'm gonna take the Texas car and get it out of there or something, because we can't have that body in the trunk, and you can't
Just hide it. We can take care of it later.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'll drive it a little onto the ranch, maybe.
Yeah, Adams, can you make the call to the sheriff?
Absolutely.
All right. By this point, it's 11 o'clock or later, even. But he takes your call. Agent Adams, did you find something?
Yes, pretty big follow-up. I say the name of the ranch.
Begay. Yeah, Rope told you the Begay family. Yeah.
Begay family. Their ranch, we found 2 missing and 2 butchered. We're going to need a immediate backup at that location.
Okay. Yeah. We're on our way.
What
Yeah,
about
tell them that
caves?
we're going to the cave.
We don't know where the cave is. Maybe he knows.
We're looking for some sort of sacred cave to the west of that location. Do you know what that might be and where we might find that?
Yeah. Would you like backup for that?
We think that that's where the guy's going.
Have them take care of things at the farm.
Take care of things at the farm, and we will we will be fine there.
Okay. Yeah, sure. And I mean, there's not an address. He gives you a best like description of how to get to this place. And are you heading out straight from there? Or are you waiting for the police to come take over the ranch? Or are you guys leaving?
We gotta
We're
take
not
off
gonna-
now. They'll understand. A county
Yeah.
sheriff, kids on the line, of course.
Sure.
Okay. So the directions take you a couple of miles down 70 and then off-road. I would like a drive roll from Talus, as long as it's not a critical fail, or whoever's driving. I'd like a drive roll.
I
If
got
it's
a
not a critical
47.
fail, then
It's not a critical.
you'll be all right.
Okay.
Okay. Because this is it's a rough ride. You did fail though. Yeah, it's just a
I
rough
failed,
ride.
but it's not
Yeah.
not a crit fail.
Yeah, it's not a critical, so you don't crash your car into some scrub or anything like that. It's just a very rough ride. Tal's looking pretty green the entire ride there as you're just rocked from side to side.
Last summer we went off-road racing, and I did total the car, but
And it
Don't
makes you,
do it
and you do
again.
have to you have to go slower because of
Right.
all of the
Ruts and
landscape is just
bumps
uneven.
and-
It's not paved, it's completely uneven. And with you not passing drive roll, you're gonna have to be a lot slower. So it takes you almost an hour to get to the place where you know this cave is to be.
okay.
And you're staring. It is now 1:00 in the morning. It's very late at night. There is nothing illuminating out here. In fact, all of the beautiful stars that you can see are in the sky right now. The 5 of you stand in front of, it's going to be a bit of a climb, nothing too strenuous, but it's not just the mouth of a cave on the ground. You're going to have to go up a bit into the mountains, but it's not a very strenuous climb. But I'm assuming are we flashlights? You gonna start the
Well, the
I'll,
desert's usually pretty light colored, so the fact that there's a moon out, it's probably everything's kind of a soft blue.
I think it would make the most sense for like distraction in front and then everyone else with full firepower in the back. So I think I'll go first and just say, what was the last alter identity? The last name.
We don't
Kenneth
know.
Braverman is
Yeah.
the last known
Oh, yeah.
identity.
So I'll say, hey, Kenneth, we're looking to chat, and then wait to see what happens.
When I yell duck, you duck, okay, Adams?
I already went forward.
Are we? Oh, geez, he's not much for the stealth option.
Guess not.
Tow and Throne, just you guys hit. Well, I guess Talus, your gun's gonna hit anywhere. Just be aware. Shoot the stomach. If it's not in its mouth, shoot the stomach.
That's
Yep.
where it came out of before.
Adams, make an awareness roll.
Is awareness a
Alertness.
Skill.
I'm so sorry. It's alertness. It's
alertness? Yeah, that's a 50 over under 70.
Okay. You can hear faintly the sounds of a child weeping.
I'll investigate that sound.
It's coming from the cave.
Let's
I will approach it.
forward.
You don't hear anything else. With your success, you can hear a child crying.
I will approach it and scan with my flashlight.
Okay. You can smell everything before you even get to the mouth of the cave. Just the smell of rotting bodies, decomposing flesh hits you like a wall. You shine the light into the cave and you can see 2 little boys that are bound up and crying, their tear-stained faces. You can see bodies stacked around the cave. Like I said, the smell of decay just hits you. You don't see anything moving aside from the 2 boys.
like it's sort of bivouacking in here.
I will signal my fellow agents over with the flashlight and then unbound them with any tool that I have available.
Easy enough to do. And they're just weeping inconsolably. They look like they've been through an ordeal. They look fine, though, not like they've been roughed up or anything, but they just, I want to go home. I want my mom. I want my dad.
How are they bound? Ropes?
Rope. And well done rope.
Are they bound to something or just to the ground or just
no, just like hands behind back, ankles bound.
You say the bodies are all around. Are there any that don't match IDs that we've already got? So basically anyone that is not on our list of photo, can't remember what the name is now.
Understood. So Throne is making the rounds, looking over the bodies and seeing if it kind of matches the descriptions of those missing. You do find in, they're in various stages of decomp, but for sure you can find, and now I guess you're looking at the IDs as well. You find the bodies of the Van Olsen family. You find the bodies of the Ullenbergs, including their son, or not, I'm sorry, not the Ullenbergs, the Troutners, and their son, the baby. You find, interestingly, you do not find the bodies of the prostitute or Felix Royos or Ed Stoltz and Chris Martin.
Can I grab the kids and get them out of the cave?
Yes, you can pull them out. Something you also find, Sullivan, as you're looking through everything. It's actually pretty small of a cave. There's not a lot of space here. You do find an object that is about the size of a basketball. It's black, but you can kind of see below the surface almost like circuitry design to it.
I was just about to say it looks like a circuit board.
There are no catches or latches in this. There are no seams. It's just a round, about the size of a basketball, smooth, round, black sphere orb.
Well, like hell am I touching it? I'm yelling, okay, we got an artifact, and we got something. We got a lead line box to put this thing in.
I brought a backpack and some trash bags.
Yeah, put it in the backpack.
Good
Use
enough.
the trash bag, put it in the backpack.
Yep. Okay. I'll start doing that. Being careful to have gloves on while he's lifting it into the garbage. Is it heavy?
About the weight of a basketball as well.
Okay.
Not heavy at all.
Oh, interesting.
I'm under the impression that the caves go on for so long that there'd be no way to find the back of it in a short
Actually,
amount of
this
time.
is a very shallow. This particular cave, John Rope described a cave system, but the specific cave that you were given instructions to go to is quite shallow. It's and you can see along the walls Native American designs and markings, obviously marking this as a place of significance. But this is all there is here.
We didn't run across the car, did we?
No, you did not.
So he's
Talus.
out again.
The boys, you have the boys with you. They've settled a bit, Are you saying anything to them? They're sitting and
Yeah, I'll do my thing. Everything's okay. We're going to get you out of here. I am going to do a small cursory exam. Specifically, I want to look inside their mouths.
Okay.
And I want to feel if there's any palpitations around their abdomens.
Okay. Yeah, make a medicine roll.
Medicine it's a pass, just a regular pass.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Regular
I got a private
pass.
message. Yes, it looks like they are untouched, unharmed. A good guess would be maybe he had just grabbed them for later, I think is what
snacks for later.
Suggestion.
For the
Can
moment,
we see our mom and dad? Are they okay?
We need you to be quiet, boys. I'm going to. I don't know whether I should. I look at the others and I'm like, should I take them back to the car?
Ask him what the man or woman looked like.
Yeah, what does the man or woman look like?
It was my dad's friend. He came over and he knocked on the door. He looked, I don't know, he looked bad, like he hadn't had a shower in a really long time. And
Shit.
he called my dad, he called him Manny. I think he was, sitting and eating with mom and dad for a little while, and then it was just, I don't know.
Okay, so it wasn't the other neighbor that came over.
No, it wasn't John Rope.
Should I take the kids back to the car?
Yeah, they need to get out safe.
I'll take them back to the car. I might have to stay there with them, but can I see them from where the car is?
You can see the mouth of the cave from where the car is. You probably
Okay.
see like strobe light, the
Yeah.
flashlight.
If you guys do something, if you need me, flash the flashlights at me. Because I can't just leave the kids in the car all by themselves. I can, but
Look, we know where the layer is, right? So we know this thing's gonna come back eventually. So we could set up an ambush.
I'll have to go hide the car.
Yeah, you will. But we can get this son of a bitch
Okay.
tonight because this thing probably sleeps during the day.
All right. And I kind of look along the ridge and I'm like, you see that spot over there? I'm going to park right on the other side of it so that it's blocked from the road and it's blocked from this position. But still, that's where I'll be. If you flash the light in that direction, I'll see it. Then I'll come running this direction.
Could I find some tactical spots with military science land?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. There's a lot of like rocky outcroppings. There's a lot of scrub around that you could hide behind the cave itself.
Then
Yes.
I'll start directing people like the best spots to be.
Okay. So what are you doing with the boys? Are you just leaving them in the car, tucking the car away somewhere? You're on mute.
How old are they?
10 and 12.
They're fairly rational. It'll depend on their demeanor. If I tell them to stay here and keep quiet and we'll be back, there's a bad man, we're trying to catch him. If they cry and cry and cry, then I might have to stay here with them. I explained that to them, that we need to catch the bad guy. You need to stay here.
I would think yes. You're right. They're old enough to be reasoned with, and they are quite scared. They're not going to go anywhere.
Okay,
Wait,
because I could inject them with.
are we talking in the car or in the cave with all the bodies?
In the car. They're in the car. With
Okay,
me.
that's all right. Okay, just
Yeah.
so we're clear. Yes, great.
No.
I love it. I'll stay with them. I'm no good in a firefight.
Okay, so Winthrop, you take
Yeah.
the car over there and hide it.
You should
I'll
have
be
a
near.
firearm because
Oh,
we don't
I
know
got
if this
a-
thing can smell
I
like
got
the
a stun
kids.
gun. I got
Yeah.
bear spray.
Okay, take this. And I give you a handgun.
Oh
This is how you use it.
no, I know how to use a gun. Come on. I know how to. It's fine.
Yeah, well, if this thing can smell you, then you're gonna have to use it.
Well, if you hear a gunshot, come running because I'm probably dead.
Aim for its mouth or its eyes. They're probably softer than its body.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, yeah. Kids, yeah, we're gonna play crafts with some stuff we got in the back of the car here, huh?
Of course, as we walk by, I tell Agent Tao, it's like, most insects can live for quite a long time without their heads.
Oh boy.
So
All
I
right. So
have
you-
my shotgun and but I'm still kind of in the back because I'm not as good as Tao is or Throne.
Okay. So you've all positioned yourselves in places hiding away so that you can observe where the guy's probably going to come from. And you wait. Very well. It was about 1 or 2 in the morning when you wrapped up in the cave and you found the boys. The hours slowly tick by as the night grows long. And the desert is quiet. And the stars in the sky finally slowly disappear as the sun starts to rise. And you can see in the distance the dust kicking up as a vehicle comes driving down the unpaved paths.
Here he comes.
It pulls up.
On my signal.
Are you waiting for him to get out of his vehicle, or are you going to attack the vehicle? Okay.
When I see the lights of this thing's eyes, and I also have to tell if this thing has anyone to bring to the cave as well.
Also, make sure it's not a rando. That's
a rando out here. Come on.
Well, it would be a rando out here.
Yeah. Well, we're confirming. If they look haggard, it's over for them.
They won't find the body, even if it is an accident.
Spoken like a true Delta Green person.
A man steps out of the vehicle. He looks very ragged. He is in jeans and a flannel shirt. He looks half crazed. He looks native. And he mutters to himself as I'm going to continue narrating. At any point you decide you're taking a shot, just let me know. He opens the back seat of his car. He's rummaging around. He pulls out a rifle that he slings over his shoulder and a backpack that he slings over the other. He shuts the door and he starts to walk up to the cave. You can see any of those of you who are paying, you're all paying attention. You can see, in addition to the rifle, he has a very large, nasty-looking knife strapped to his belt, and on the other side, pretty big pistol as well.
I'm going to wait until he gets into 50 meters, which is the range that I'm used to shooting.
Okay.
And I'll just call it like now. And
Daka, as soon as Tao says.
All right. So he starts to approach the cave. Let's see if he's going to 50 meters. Pretty long distance, but we'll see if he notices you. Oh, no, he doesn't.
My kind of rolling.
So, yeah, he's just chugging along. You can kind of hear him muttering to himself a little bit, but you have the drop on him. What are you going to do?
Okay. So I'll scream out now and then get out of cover and just fully auto.
Okay. I did not have this ahead of time. I apologize. Can I get everyone's dex? We'll start with Tao since you're
11/55.
55. Terminus.
Was not expecting that question. 10.
50.
Did I get the car
Adams.
keys? Can I have the car keys?
You're in the
You
car.
got the car keys.
55 as well.
55. Throne.
70.
70. Fast. Talus.
1260.
60.
That's because of this.
Very fair. And all right, I have his as well. Well, then Throne, as Tao gives the shout to open fire, you have the first.
Hose in midsection. I'm trying to pepper his whole of his midsection with as many pieces of lead as possible.
Okay, that is
auto.
a called shot to specifically, and I'm gonna have to give me just a second.
Probably -20.
-1. Yeah, that's easy enough. Let's not get into the specifics. All right, make your shot.
Does full auto give me any bonus, or is that just
You get the lethality.
Okay.
Yeah.
So minus 20 will give me a skill of 50. And of course, I roll 55. That is a perfect time for that to happen.
Oh no!
No.
Well, can I make a case for an aim bonus?
Oh yeah,
Because
we
y'all were
probably aiming.
waiting.
It is center of
That's true.
mass.
I will
That's
give
true.
you that aim bonus.
Okay,
With that, I'll say that bumps you up to the 55. That is pretty fair.
so on
Okay.
a crit, you double your lethality, so you're rolling 20 now instead of 10.
All right,
Okay,
so make that lethality roll.
So I just
So-
roll to percentile
Roll
again.
percentile.
The percentile. Yep.
Well, I rolled 16, so hopefully that's
Oh,
pretty good.
well, holy shit!
All right. Very good. I
It's
love
a successful
love to see it.
lethality roll.
All right. Yeah. So Agent Throne opens fire on this guy who goes sprawling to the ground. He doesn't get up.
I'm gonna continue shooting
Okay.
until
Oh,
it is paced.
I went for the midsection,
Okay.
you go for the head, so
Well, so Throne, you went on 70. Talus, you're next.
Okay. I also was aiming, using a rock to sort of aim.
Okay.
And as it
So
was
he's
coming
on
up,
the ground at this point. If you want to aim for his midsection, you're actually going to have to approach him.
I actually assumed that we were all shooting it at the same time. So
I mean,
My
technically,
gun-
yes, but it's,
I was aiming
combat.
for his bug head when I fired. So he was probably still up when I shot. I had 16 out of 20.
Okay. Called shot to the head has a pretty
Minus
hefty
40,
penalty to it. It's a minus 40.
Oh, so I don't make it. Okay.
Okay.
With
The
aim,
body of this person, we're just going to use his name now, Manny, shoots back up. You're all seeing this. He is riddled with bodies. Like half of his face is just torn away by Throne's bullets.
well,
His abdomen is just in pieces and leaking blood everywhere. You can all make sanity rolls as he goes and grabs his pistol.
Oh, I failed.
Okay.
Unlucky.
I passed.
60 under 75.
All right. It is nothing on a pass, a D4 on a failure, as you realize that Manny should be quite dead, and he is not.
Two.
can we see like where his? I'm really fascinated. Can I see like where the skin is smashed off? Does he look like a bug underneath?
No, he looks very human. Now, Throne did kind of open up his abdomen, and there's just guts and things all in that area,
he's
but
still
he looks
going.
quite human. All right.
Blow off a leg or two.
Tao, not Tao. Throne, you're the one that like unloaded on him, so he is going to return the favor.
Ah, screw you.
He's got cover. So
Duck,
it's-
you've got cover.
you do have cover.
You have cover. He is extremely proficient. Oh my god!
Is that a jam, hopefully?
99! No, that was really good for
99.
you.
Oh no.
Yeah.
He shot the
So
bunny.
no, he just like he goes to shoot and it just click, 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 click. Because
Oh, you
jams.
forgot your bullets. What a shame.
yes. All right. Next up is, and he's scrambling now, so he has movement. He is moving. Looks like he's moving to take cover behind the vehicle at this point. Tao or Adams, whoever would like to go next.
Oh, I'm gonna saw his legs off with a machine gun hill. So it's a
Okay.
call shot, minus 20, but I was aiming. That's 36, so it's a hit.
Okay.
10% lethality. 22, that's 4. 4 damage.
Right. You said you were
But
aiming for his legs.
Yep.
Okay. He takes a shot in the thigh, and it's like it is complete. It just doesn't even affect him.
Oh, his legs are still moving.
His legs. Like he obviously has the wound, but it's like he's just moving. Like it doesn't even matter to him.
Hmm.
Is he a robot?
Next up is Adams.
Well, I'll follow up on what he was trying to do with the lesser weapon.
You got a rifle.
Yeah, 3,250.
Okay.
Rifle's like a D12.
So D12. 6.
Okay. And yeah, you guys are like, tearing into him with guns, and it's definitely hitting, and he is still moving. It is like he is completely unbothered by the amount of damage that you were putting into his body. That is who did I know? It's Terminus.
My plan is to get the kids and I behind the engine block of this vehicle and duck our heads down. We just don't want to catch a stray bullet.
Just drive away.
I thought you were going to take the car and just aim straight for the. Okay.
That seems unwise with 2 children in the car. I guess they could stay outside, but no, I think we'll let the bullet fiends take another round.
Right, you're taking care of the kids. You're taking that's all you do. Is there anything you want to do from your position? You don't have a gun.
No, I think just have maybe start the car, but that's about it.
Okay. So the car's ready in case you need to get away quick.
Yep.
Throne. What would you like to do?
You say that there's a fairly hefty minus if I go for the head.
It's
minus 40.
That still gives me a 30% chance. And I'm hoping this little shit can't function if he doesn't have any eyes. So I'm going to try and put as much lead through his face as possible.
Okay.
Come on.
I like Throne's optimism.
I will try again next round. 60 is not good.
Okay. Throne with that, with Throne's miss, he dives behind the car for cover. Talus.
I am going to take. We're outside. Is there any kind of cover other than rocks? Is there trees, cactus?
Yeah, cactuses, trees, scrub, anything you would.
What I'm going to do
in a
is
desert.
while the fire is going between these 2 points, I'm going to try and move through the brush and the rocks to the side to set up crossfire.
Very good.
So I'll do that. I'll do that on my move.
Okay. Well, then that is your move. Pal.
I'll move up.
Okay, move.
And I'm actually going to keep them suppressed. Yeah, can I move and then shoot?
Yes.
Yeah, move while shooting. So I'm just gonna. Is he behind the car at this point?
Okay, yeah, I should probably describe this. So he pulled up in a truck, and he is kind of ducked under the bed of the truck.
Okay, so that means I'm gonna aim for the gas.
Or not under, but like behind.
I'm gonna aim for the fuel tank.
Okay. I like
Is that a called shot or is it a?
Yeah, it is technically a called shot. Yeah.
All right, let's go. So empty the other half of the mag into the fuel tank. That's a 67. I missed.
Okay. Yeah, you litter the truck with bullets. Very solid idea though. Adams.
That was a chance to shine, rookie.
I think that I'll follow up on the eye plan.
Sorry,
so what is that? The eyes?
Okay.
Shooting at the
eyes.
eyes.
It is a minus 40 called shot.
Okay, I'll go for a 10.
But yeah, whatever number is, add. Yeah.
No.
Okay. And Terminus. I'm gonna keep coming back to you, giving you a chance to do something.
Nope, that's perfectly fine. Nope, stay down. They're still shooting. I'm hearing like gunfire ping off a truck.
Yes.
Oh,
a
damn,
lot of gunfire pinging off of a truck. Towel unloaded.
Oh shit, he found cover.
Thrown.
Can I see that he is still bedded down behind a particular part of the truck? He hasn't moved?
Correct. Yes.
I'm going to take aim to the point where I expect his head to pop up if and when it pops up, and then hose him when he does.
All right, go ahead and roll for it. Yeah. I'll say that like the two of you, because the two of you have the same dexterity, so it's kind of happens simultaneously. Like he pops up with his rifle and you're like, let's do this. So go ahead and roll for it.
Does that give me an aim bonus as well, or?
Yes, I'll say it's an aim bonus. You were thinking about exactly where to put it.
You can probably also notice that I'm about to crossfire. He won't be protected. He'll probably jump.
Hopefully. So how
and
much
aim is plus 20, so you're only at a minus 20 to aim for the face.
Okay, so that's 50. So go on a 50-50 chance. 77. Oh.
Ouch.
Can you spend luck?
If it was a good system, yes.
Oh, so unlucky. And he's taking a shot at you, Thom. And that time he actually does hit.
Damn.
5 damage. Minus whatever your armor is. I'm assuming you have some.
Have we got anything?
Yeah, we got Kevlar.
Kevlar, which is 3.
4 if you wear it over.
Oh.
Okay, so that's a net of 1 or
1, yes.
Okay.
5 damage, yes. Ooh, you guys are well insulated.
It's a scratch.
Okay. Tao, are you going back to the blow it up strategy once again?
Hell yeah, let's go.
All right, do it.
So once again, I just
you aim, but it's a called shot. So yeah, it's actually a flat roll then if you're aiming.
I'm just gonna unload in this vehicle. 04.
Wow, very good. All right, so the vehicle catches on fire. Let's see how
can't run.
He catches on fire too. He is very unlucky. So at this point, yeah, he's stumbling around. His body is on fire, which gives an opening to Adams.
You actually skipped me.
I am so sorry. Did I? I am so sorry. It is your turn.
I've gotten to the position to crossfire. So just as he bursts into flame, I'm going to shoot him from the side with the shotgun. 18.
Ooh, roll damage.
But I hit him both times. What is damage?
2d8 for a shot.
Thank you.
8. 6 and 3. 9.
Okay. 9 damage. Ooh. He is on fire. He is not doing well. Adams, he's in a pretty bad state.
I think this time I'll just roll flat.
You'll what?
Or roll a normal roll. Definitely a miss.
Definitely miss. Okay. Are we Terminus? Are you taking any actions?
I'm still hearing things ping. I hear nowhere to run or something to that effect. And
you smell burning. You smell fire.
That's good. That's a good thing, kids. Just stay calm.
Serenade the kids with a bit of Johnny Cash right about now. Yeah.
Just turn up the radio.
Yeah, I'll turn up the radio.
I hope you all like the Wiggles. No.
All right, Throne. You're gonna have a
damn it, Will bloody hit you again.
Maybe you'll have better luck this time.
So he's no longer in cover?
No, he is not in cover at all.
Let's go.
Right, so plus 20 minus 40, so yes, so 50. Come on. I'm just gonna keep shooting the air at this point.
Put him in dice jail. Jail.
I'm swapping them out for a different set because they've failed me too many bloody times.
Oh. Okay. Talus.
Is it moving at all anymore?
He's slowing down. He's burning. He's screeching. He's kind of stumbling around like he has no direction.
I think that unless he is really moving in a manner that indicates that he's still in control, as
He's not.
opposed to just screaming, I'm going to do the thing where I run up to where he is with my
Okay.
gun pointed right
Yeah,
at him
reload.
and then unload.
Point blank range. I like it.
It's a double barrel.
That was 10 feet away at least. I'm not
Okay,
going to
okay.
get that close.
It's a
Fair enough.
double barrel. So
Okay.
2 shots.
Yeah,
You've already
you get
fired both shots.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right.
I reloaded.
Okay.
Okay. I believe that is a turn to reload.
Oh, then okay, then I don't run up.
Cal?
Oh, yeah. If it's how much ammo do I have? I actually just till it goes click. Let's just keep going. So I'll
Okay.
shoot at it again. This time I'll aim for the abdomen because I think that was
Okay.
effective last time. 32, so close, but so far. So I hit and 73, which is 10 total.
10. Okay. It collapses to the ground. It's still on fire. It's screaming. It's screeching. You can see as its mouth opens, these it's almost like legs, like segmented like an insect's legs are. There's multiples of them just coming out of its mouth, waving in the air as if it's reaching for something. What do you want to do? He is no longer taking any action at this point. So I'll break us from combat and say, what would you like to do?
Oh, well, I'm gonna reload and then empty that clip into its head.
Is anyone else doing anything but shooting at it? I guess is the question.
I'm reloading, or I was reloading. So
Okay.
now I will shoot at it. Yeah.
If we have any
Yes.
spare gas cans, go back to the car, grab a gas can, and throw that on the fire to add to it.
I do believe Terminus made sure that you guys brought extra
Mhm.
gas.
I know what you
Okay.
like.
Bonfire and
So
marshmallows.
you pile on more gasoline. You allow the
Yep.
fire to climb. Is this everybody sit back and watch it just burn until there's not much left for it to
and
for
make
it
sure
to
nothing
burn?
gets
Go ahead,
away
Talus.
from it.
Save
Until the
some
sun
of
rises.
the gas too and pour it on the bodies in the cave. Because
Okay.
if the thing lays eggs, there
Mm.
could be eggs in those bodies.
Okay.
You believe us
So you
now,
all-
Adams?
Yes.
Just very simple. Yes.
I think we have his
you-
name. It's definitely Agent Taciturn. This is definitely what you've got to take your designation as.
So you light the bodies in the cave on fire. You gather them in a pile, you light it up, and you all watch the sun rise over the San Carlos reservation as you just burn to the ground whatever this thing is and wherever the hell it came from.
Except we've got the basketball.
You have the basketball. Yeah, this is not the end. What do you want to do with the basketball?
If I can, I'm going to singe that syringe project I was doing so it melts a little. Because now
Okay.
here's our evidence that he was a killer. And we need to wait till that fire dies down and get whatever's in there out of the body, because that's our killer. And then I don't know, we got to get this basketball out of here.
Green box.
That goes. I was going to say that goes straight to the green box with a note that says, "Do not play basketball with this thing."
Yeah, don't look at it too closely too, because I know some computer stuff, and this is not right. There's something really wrong with this thing.
All right. As you all are gathering things, Adams, taciturn, you receive a phone call from a very familiar number. Agent Adams, this is Agent Tran. I was disappointed to hear that you were withholding details from myself and my partner. And now I hear that you uncovered even more information over at a little ranch. You neglected to tell us about that too.
Yes. I was trying to keep you out of the loop. So it wouldn't seem like you were on my trail for that duration.
Explain.
No. I'm gonna hang up.
Amazing. Okay, where are you taking this basketball? Where are you taking the basketball?
Green box.
Yeah, we'll take it to the green box.
If I can offer a suggestion,
Hmm?
I think we need to get it out of town. I think this spot is not where it needs to be because agent are we what was it? Adams, right? Taciturn, right. I mean, we have enough, I think, to say that there was nothing weird happening. This was a false alarm. To that degree, I think we should just take everything, get the hell out, right?
Yeah, we can always
Yeah.
make a new green box somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, cool. How about we call a handler, find out where he knows about where the nearest green box is, and we have a beeline straight for that location.
Yeah,
I love it. Yeah.
they can pick
Okay.
it up.
So before you leave, is there any cleanup you want to do? Because you had left the police at the Begay family ranch where the bodies of the family had been cannibalized. You have 2 young boys in the back of your car.
Yeah, there's a
How do
lot
you
of
wanna
shell
wrap
casings.
This particular.
Can't we just tell them that the killer was up here?
The killer's the one you guys shot. Don't
And
you
then
know
he's-
that he was a
he-
psychopath that
and he
took a
set
lot of
himself
bullets
on
to take them?
fire?
Yeah.
Yep.
After
Burnt
the
to
bodies
crisp.
got set on fire,
And
you
we-
cornered him in the cave. He ran out. You shot him. Yeah, easy.
We rescued the kids, we give them the kids, and then we disappear before they could declare us town heroes.
Damn right.
We'd have to pick out all the lead in them.
I think that they would find that and they would go, yeah, good.
All right.
Yeah, it looks
what
like
we
he lit
Child
himself
murderer.
on fire to us.
no, what we picked out of the body was all the alien parts.
True.
The little finger claws.
Yeah, so we have a bag of burnt insect.
Okay.
Oh,
parts,
so
I
you
guess?
are
We have
you're
to,
going to
yeah.
autopsy the
Yeah,
body.
I'll
You
yeah,
have a
Carson
strong
and I
acid,
will
right?
autopsy what we find.
There's only
Okay.
so much acid it'll do. We need to rip this thing out of the body. Hopefully we can just pull it.
Yeah,
That's kind of
like
what
a-
I'm hoping. Yeah.
like pulling a crab out of a shell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you find this kind of slug-like figure body, and it does, as you're pulling it out, its arm, like it's not grabbing anybody, its arms are slowly kind of retracting back into itself. It is clearly unnatural. You can make sanity rolls for that.
22.
Ooh, you take nothing.
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
failed.
39, well under my where am I at? Da-da-da.
1/D4, unless you're Talus with the extreme, I'll say you don't take any. 1 on a
Oh,
failure,
I
D4
took
on a
3.
success. 1 on a success, a D4 on a failure.
I'm still 10 points away from my breaking point, so I am fine.
All right.
it's really
Going
quite
strong.
alien, isn't it?
Now
I'm
that
gonna use
doesn't,
I'm gonna use a
Trigger
bond.
that. Yeah, sorry, what's your... Ooh, you're projecting onto a bond?
Yeah. My
Bond.
old commanding officer, he'll never understand this. Paul.
Oh, very well. You give a call to Charlie, who directs you to a small storage facility in Phoenix, which is 2 hours back. That is like the closest true green box. So I'm assuming you're just you drop the kids off with the local police.
With the police.
There is a to-do, they're thanking you, and they would like to have a press conference, feature you in their story, all of this. Is this
We say, oh
declining?
yes,
Are you going to be a
absolutely,
part of
we'll
this?
be there, and then we don't.
Okay. And then you never show up.
While already booking flights at Sky Harbor International to get the hell out of Phoenix as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Agent Adams, do you answer any of the phone calls you receive from that number?
No, I think that it's blocked.
You have blocked that number. Interesting. All right. So you head back to Phoenix. You deposit the basketball inside of the storage unit. And each of you goes your separate ways.
Yep.
Taciturn, you return home to an empty home. It is quiet. There is no one. But we will end that story here.
Well, why did he go home to an empty home?
He told them to bugger off to his mother's.
Oh, that's right.
Technically, he
But they're
did,
okay,
and they
right?
did go off to the wife's mother's home, but he did refuse Majestic's directives. So that's a story for another day.
Cool. So, did we miss it? Tell us what was going on. What was this thing?
some small incidentals. This story does not feature a mythos creature. It is based on the short story "The Autopsy" by Michael Shea.
Oh, recently done in
good sci-fi
Curiosities, yeah.
Go home and read that. You could have it's pretty irrelevant, but you could have followed the trail of this creature back further because the cannibal killer was linked to Houston and then New Orleans and then Nashville, and it could keep going. Like if you dug into Nashville, you'll find out that there was a priest there who was preying on the homeless. And if you dug even further, it goes all the way back to West Virginia. So there are a lot of different articles that tell basically the same story across the United States over the last 6 months of people who are cannibalizing their local communities, usually vulnerable populations of prostitutes and homeless people. And then when the authorities get too close, they go on the run, and eventually they find a new host, and that the famed cannibal is found with an abdominal wound, as that is the way the thing exits its host. It arrived in that basketball, which is its ship, in a meteor shower in West Virginia about 6 months ago. It took over where you guys picked him up. Kenneth Braverman, it took over Kenneth Braverman after he apprehended the New Orleans cannibal killer. He terrorized Houston and then hit the run when the police closed in on him. And he terrorized this community for a little while. He killed a gas station attendant who was into drugs. He killed a prostitute. He killed 2 guys that were camping. You could have found all of those bodies, but again, it's just very incidental if you dug enough. Agent Throne's idea of little used cracks and crevices are where he initially hid some of those bodies. And then he picked up Emmanuel Santana.
Manny.
And he was the perfect host because this guy was he lived on the reservation, but he was AWOL. So he was kind of isolated, and he lived in a shack in the middle of nowhere, and his community kind of insulated him against outsiders because he was wanted by the military after he ran out in the 60s from Cambodia from an operation that should sound very familiar to all of you, because while he was not a Delta Green agent, he was a civilian that was kind of a victim of all of the events that Delta Green inserted itself into in Cambodia and Vietnam during the 60s. And he went AWOL on the run, and he's just kind of been living off the land in this reservation ever since. But he was like a former Green Beret, very, combat trained. So he was a great host for this thing because he was, very fit and very combat knowledgeable. And from there, he proceeded to prey on the rest of the community, the families, and there's all families from there. So, yeah, but other than that, you guys, you could have found that out if you'd done a little bit of digging. It was Terminus and Talus. You're taking the teeth impressions that he left behind in the baby that sent up a giant red flag to Majestic because this guy was in their records. And if you had gone to say, where were these dental records? then it would have come back that it was like you had never submitted them in the first place.
Ah.
But that sent up their red flag, and then they contacted Adams looking to see what they can get out of him and what was going on over here.
So was there a specific reason why he waited 7 days each time?
No. I just feeding, getting hungry, So
I'm curious, what was the is there a meaning behind the scenario's title?
Puppet show, yeah, because the traveler is the name of the creature. So puppet shows it is controlling its victims as like a puppet master would, and shadow plays is the majestic angle of like trying to also get in this information as well.
That's why blowing him away, it was still able to control.
Yes, you did kill Emmanuel Santana, but it was the traveler within him was still alive and still able to operate his body. So
interesting. Thank you so much, Holly. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So yeah, this is one of, I think, along with like Convergence and one or two others, one of the earliest Delta Green scenarios ever written.
And you said
thank
that you
you for-
changed a lot of this one.
I did change a lot of this.
It's an
Did you
old
want to
one.
go over it now? You want to wrap up the video?
We can do that afterwards.
Yeah.
Our players included Matt Sanderson, Chase Kapner, Nathan Decker, Alex Sun, and myself, with Holly Buteau as the handler. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Podbean or iTunes. If you'd like to help support our show, please visit our Patreon account. Just $1 a month helps us a lot. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answer any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Delta Green role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.